Hi, everyone. Welcome to Her STEM Story and to this live broadcast that is regarding a really special announcement. And before we get to the announcement, I definitely want to take a minute to um, let you know that this episode and this week's IG Lives and LinkedIn Lives are all supported and sponsored by Wonder Women in STEM Online Conference 2021. It is the fourth annual online conference that I'm hosting, and it is happening over the weekend of July 24th and 25th, right around the corner. So, to learn all about it, follow me on social media at Prasha Dutra and um, go check out our website at wonderwomeninstem.com. So, without further ado, let's get started. And I cannot wait to share my super exciting announcement and all the things that I've learned through this experience that I'm just about to share with you. Hi there, this is Prasha Dutra, and I'm passionate about helping you unlock your true potential in your science, technology, engineering, and mathematics career and beyond. Less than a decade ago, I moved to the US from India to live my American dream. I took my engineering career to the next level by starting my own consulting and coaching company while thriving at my 9 to 5 job. Money, time management, career planning, and personal growth are all things we'll discuss here. From expert guests and their stories to my own lessons, this show is an ongoing masterclass in how to believe in your brilliance and conquer your STEM career with confidence. Get a pen and paper and get ready for an education you wish you had in school. This is Her STEM Story, the podcast. And with that, drum roll. I don't even know how to talk anymore because I'm so excited. And after working on my side hustle for over 4 years, after starting Her STEM Store in 2017, moving to America about 10 years ago to pursue engineering, getting hired right out of college to work at a wire and cable manufacturer, in getting promoted several times, getting opportunities, traveling the world, getting a chance to do executive MBA, working on $1 million projects, and working with people from around the world. Finally, at the really, really high point of my career in corporate America, I have said goodbye to my 9 to 5 job. I have finally made the transition to go full time with my side hustle, with my passion for helping women in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and with my purpose, because I really feel that this is my calling. This is what I was brought on this planet to do. And I am so excited that I finally quit my job last week and finally can commit all my time and energy to this purpose, to this amazing community, to all of you, to people from around the world that look up to our stories of everybody we've interviewed on the show, plus the community and everybody who gets inspired by us. And so now, really, my entrepreneur life starts, and I'm so excited to share it all with you. So, yay! I did it after 7 years of working in corporate America. So, with today's lunchtime live, I wanted to talk to you briefly about the things I've learned in this process. How did I arrive at this decision? And what would I tell my younger self if they were thinking about this, or if she was wondering, oh, what can I do next? And how to really pivot in your life. I think I can help you a little bit with that today as well. But this is really a voice note, if you will, if you're just listening to the podcast. But if you're watching, it's a personal note just to you from me, and it is not scripted at all. I just want to have a conversation. Thank you to my mom and my cousin there in the chat. And wherever you're joining us from, please comment. It's really a big deal for an immigrant to actually be able to take this step. It's not easy for us for multiple reasons. One being the U.S. immigration is really, really tricky. You can be on waiting times for months and months at end. I remember waiting for my first visa for over 3 years, and it can be super, super difficult in this immigrant journey to be able to get to this point. And so it's a really, really big, big, big moment for me. And it definitely is a huge turning point in my life. So I'm very excited to share it with you in this unscripted, to the point, one on one chat. And I won't take a lot of your time, but definitely want to share all the feelings and things I've been thinking about since this transition started. So, my journey started, as I said, in India. I grew up in New Delhi and Jaipur. And I'm very blessed to be born in a family of really confident people. My parents are just, they were badasses. They were awesome. Growing up, they were teaching us to stand up for ourselves, to take initiative, to do the things that we really wanted to do, to take risks, to go out there and give it a shot. So we really grew up with that support and that really forward thinking, family values, where we were treated equally, me and my brother, and we were told that you can have it all and then some. And that has definitely been such a great foundation, for everything that I decided to pursue in the future. And then I went to school for engineering at Vishwakarma Institute of Technology in Pune, and I did my chemical engineering. It's Pune University. It's also called the Oxford of the East. And then I moved to the US to go to UT Arlington in Texas and pursued aerospace and mechanical engineering. Decided to change gears so many times that this pivot and this transition doesn't seem like a big deal because I've done it many, many times. And then got hired 8 months before graduation to work in a graduate training program for my employer, Prismian Group, previously known as General Cable, and then worked in the manufacturing field up until now. I've never worked for anyone else except for my institutes that I worked at UT Arlington, and then pretty much straightforward to uh, the wire and cable industry. And so I did that for 7 years. And even through that journey, I moved 6 times in 6 years, lived in 4 states, moved to different plants, and learned many, many amazing things over the years. I am so grateful to my employer for all the opportunities and all the amazing things that I got to see and do. Every single day of going to work, I have thoroughly enjoyed my time. Like, I was like, I had a hop in my step and a big smile on my face because I loved doing what I did. It was incredible. It was so much fun. Really good people, really challenging problems, really exciting, you know, days filled with, energy and excitement and pace that I really loved. Manufacturing is so fast paced that it's so much fun. Got to work with a lot of suppliers and customers. So it was a great, great time. And then got selected to be a part of the diversity and inclusion initiative, and did that for about 3 months. So that was a long, long role. However, it really showed me that how much I care about this. It showed me how much it matters to me that we have more women in STEM. It matters to me that we support women in STEM. And I kind of got a glimpse of what life would be like if I did this full time. And then one day I was walking into work and I didn't have the hop in my step and I didn't have the smile on my face. And that was my calling, and that was the day. And I promise you, this was literally something very it was thought through. However, it was quick. So it wasn't something I was thinking about like forever, because I never hated my job, like ever. I always loved it. So I wasn't somebody who was just waiting to quit. That was never the case. I was actually enjoying both worlds, loving the pace, loving the excitement, but I was waiting for my calling. I was waiting for when the God, the universe, whatever, will send me that sign and I will take this step. And so finally it came through. And I'm really grateful again to a lot of people for supporting me. So many people have been a huge part of this journey. But before I get to thank them, which is towards the end, I just want to share two or three things that I've learned in my journey. So I've been building this for 4 years, guys, like ladies and everybody on the call. 4 years, okay? It's not a short time. So the project you're starting, so the side hustle you're starting, the business you're starting, know that it takes time. Don't rush it. Don't put boundaries on yourself like, I'm going to quit my job in 6 months. Or don't try to fall for those traps even online where people are telling you, oh, you can make, so much money in like 12 months. Don't fall for those traps, because if you're building something meaningful, if you're building something that you really care about, then you should be committed to sticking to it longer than 6 months, right? So you should also be committed to building it sustainably, right? So sustainability is important. Intention is important. Patience is important. And I started her STEM story with only one goal, and that was to have fun. And if you can find something like that, please don't waste time. Just act on it. Just take the steps. Sometimes it will be hard, sometimes it will be easy, but as long as it satisfies your soul, I promise it's going to be totally worth it, and it's going to be effortless. It's going to make you very, very happy. So I built this for 4 years, so I want to definitely impart that piece of my experience, which is be patient. Know that for some people it's 4 years, for others it's 10, for others it's 4 months. So your journey and my journey can't be exactly the same. So be patient with yourself. And again, don't try to get out of situations that are challenging. Instead, lean into those situations, lean into those challenges and learn, because the amount of things I've learned through juggling the two worlds for 4 years, working in my full-time job for 7 years, thriving at my corporate career. Really, I have left my corporate career at a really, really high point. Every time when I leaned into those challenges of time, challenges of resources, challenges of working with different type of people, and challenges of the projects and things I was working on, every time I leaned into those challenges, it taught me so much. It taught me so much. So juggling the two worlds was a blessing. I learned so much. Working in corporate America was a blessing. It taught me so much. I didn't even know, let's say, quote unquote, American English. I couldn't talk to Americans. I didn't know, I didn't have this accent, which makes it a little bit easier for other people to understand me. I'd never spoken to American people, had never been to their homes, and my 9 to 5 job allowed me for all those things. It presented me with all those opportunities and connections, right? And so always see the good in your situation, make the best out of it, lean into the challenges, don't run away. Yes, if you're in a toxic work environment, absolutely, you should not break your non-negotiables and things that you don't agree with, or your ethics. But at the same time, I think we quit too soon. I think we give up on jobs, we give up on people, we give up on ideas, and that's not a good habit. I think we should lean in and learn, and try to learn the most we can, and then we can exit the situation when we've learned everything we can, right? So those are few things I've learned through my journey, 100%. And then I would say another thing I've learned is, if you have an idea, please act on it. You just do not know what it will become over time. Don't overthink this. Life is supposed to be fun. Life is supposed to be, lots of experiences. Why are you not doing it? I have started this show because I had an idea. I've started my conference, Wonder Women in STEM, because I had an idea. And I have continued to try my ideas. Some of them work, others don't. Who cares? The fact is, you tried, and you just don't know which one will work. So please maximize those initiatives. Take initiative. Please, guys, please, ladies, please take initiative. Your content, your ideas are needed in the world. And I think, lastly, the only reason I have been able to take this big step is not because, oh, I have so much money saved, oh, I have so much plans, and oh my God, I have everything figured out. I have literally nothing figured out. But the only reason I can take this step is because I have a support system, a really strong support system. I'll start with my family. Of course, my mom who's online, my husband who's super supportive, my in-laws, everybody, my friends. So important to have that support. You shouldn't be fighting with your loved ones to do things you want to do. Instead, use your executive leadership skills and get them on board so that they can support you as well. And then the next people is you all, which is the community. I cannot tell you how much my life has changed since her STEM story, because I finally found a community that I belong to. I finally found my place in STEM. I finally found my place in the world because of meeting incredible women in STEM. Please, this is super important to remember that you will not do this alone. You shouldn't do this alone. There is no reason for you to be struggling alone. There's no reason for you to be celebrating alone. We're all here with you to celebrate and to have a great time. Okay. So please look for that community. In the next 4 days, I'll be telling you all about how to do this, right? So, how to find your STEM besties. But until then, if you're somebody who's wondering, how can I have this transformation? Where would I be in 4 years? What would I do? Maybe you want to quit your job, or maybe you want to start your business, or maybe you want to get promoted at your job. Whatever those goals are, know that if you have patience, resilience, a supportive network, community, and just the tenacity to keep going, anything is possible. Like anything is possible. And my story is just a small part of this big possibility that exists in front of you. And so, with that, I cordially invite you to celebrate this big milestone with me this weekend at Wonder Women in STEM Online Conference 2021, July 24th and 25th. It's happening online, all virtual. So please join us, because that's where you will see 35 other women with similar stories. You will know their secrets of how they did it, and you will get to find that finally that community that celebrates you, that sees you, because that's what's important. You should be seen. Once you feel seen, there's so much more you can do with your life, and I can't wait to share this platform with you. Please get your tickets at wonderwomeninstem.com and stay tuned, because we have a huge giveaway coming tomorrow, and I can't wait to invite you to that as well. Please, again, thank you so much for joining us live, for tuning into the podcast, and for all your support over the past 4 years. And we're just getting started. So thank you again. And I cannot wait to bring you more content, more value. And really, again, today's the day when my job ends and my calling begins. Thank you so much for listening. Bye bye.